Deathloop. Deathloop is arcane at its best, creating an immersive sim that blends action, adventure gameplay with first-person shooting. The stylish world of Deathloop and its island of Blackreef will instantly draw you in. And if single player isn't enough for you, it also offers a multiplayer mode that allows you to invade other people's games. Stuck in a time loop, your mission is to take out 8 targets before the day is over. These visionaries, as they're called, rule the island, attempting to hold an eternal party with their legion of loyal cultists. But breaking the loop won't be easy. Arcane has always described this as a murder puzzle, and you'll die over and over before you can put the pieces together and get that one perfect loop. Oh, and you have an assassin that's hunting you down. Borderlands 3. Borderlands 3 is the latest and greatest from Gearbox Software, taking the role-playing shooter across the galaxy to new planets and locales. Somehow topping itself from what it pulled off in Borderlands 2. Gearbox created over 1 billion procedurally generated guns with unique parts and features depending on their brand. Melt faces with exploding lasers, freeze your enemies to death, or just use a gun that plays metal music or screams when you use it because why not? Supporting up to 4-player co-op and coming with dozens of hours of content, not even accounting for its amazing DLC, it almost feels like there's never-ending amounts of fun to be had. When you combine this with the brand's signature sense of humor and art style, it becomes a fantastic game to play all around. Call of Duty. Black Ops Cold War. Say what you want about the Call of Duty series, but Treyarch knows how to make a good shooter. The gunplay is second to none, and Black Ops Cold War keeps it a bit more grounded than other recent entries in the series by setting it during the 1980s. In addition to a single-player Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege is a multiplayer game with dozens of playable maps and modes, along with seasonal events, that emphasize teamwork and environmental destruction. Like Black Ops Cold War, the gunplay here is exceptional. Regardless of the state of the game when it launched, it's incredibly fun now and boasts tens of millions of players, keeping the fanbase active and engaged. Should you want some single-player gameplay, Rainbow Six Siege offers 10 solo missions so you can familiarize yourself with the mechanics before jumping into multiplayer and getting your ass handed to you. This is an example of a games as a service done right and should be on anyone's list looking for a shooter to play. Doom Eternal. Slay the forces of hell and rip and tear your way through hundreds, possibly thousands, of demons in Doom Eternal, a follow-up to the soft reboot of the series that id Software released a few years ago. With Earth being overrun by demonic forces, it's up to you as the Doom Slayer to take down the Hell Priests and Khan Maker, an evil being hell bent on destroying all of humanity. The Doom Slayer is up against the usual arsenal of baddies, some iconic faces returning alongside some new ones. Doom Eternal puts a large focus on fast and frenetic gameplay, encouraging players to push forward and eliminate enemies through brute force while also managing their resources. The guns at your disposal certainly help, like the combat shotgun and BFG 9000. That not enough for you? There are melee weapons like chainsaws and a retractable Doomblade, too. Destiny 2. Beyond Light. Destiny 2 may have a competitive multiplayer mode, but its bread and butter is its PvE gameplay and co-op. Its 5th major expansion, Beyond Light, further enhanced this experience, tasking players to travel to Europa to stop an imminent threat against the Traveler. Bungie has cycled out some guns and locations in Beyond Light to keep the install size down, but it plans on rotating them in and out of its content vault. The PS5 upgrade includes true 4K at 60 FPS gameplay, with its Crucible multiplayer mode set to a whopping 120 FPS. You may have to play it for yourself to see how beautiful it looks and how well it performs, but it's sublime. This next-gen update also added an FOV slider, and at some point, Bungie will be adding cross-play in 2021 so that Xbox, PlayStation, and PC players can finally all play together.